Welcome back, coin lovers. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful and mysterious coins in American history, the top 5 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent. It may look dark, old, and worn, but don't be fooled. This tiny copper treasure could be worth thousands of dollars. From its deep historical roots to rare minting secrets hidden in plain sight, this coin tells a story of endurance, pride, and hidden value that every collector dreams of discovering. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this humble 1 cent might just be the most underrated and powerful coin in your collection. Let's get started. First up in the 1963, D. Lincoln Memorial 1 cent coin stands as one of the most fascinating and captivating treasures in the world of American numismatics. While often overlooked by casual collectors, this humble copper coin has become a symbol of endurance, patriotism, and hidden value, especially when found in its most aged, darkened, and time-worn form. For serious enthusiasts, the 1963 D cent is more than just a piece of metal. It's a relic of mid-20th century America, a tangible connection to a time of change and pride. Its charm lies not only in its design, but also in its ability to withstand decades of circulation, weathering, and history. Today, even coins that appear deeply toned, dirty, or heavily aged are being recognized as powerful pieces of history, commanding the attention of collectors worldwide who seek authenticity and originality above all else. Minted in 1963 at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the bold D mint mark below the date, this coin emerged during one of the most transformative periods in American history. It was the final year before the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, marking the end of an era of optimism in the United States. The Lincoln Cent series itself, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, had by 1963 become a symbol of national unity and integrity. Every coin struck carried with it the ideals of freedom and democracy that Lincoln himself championed. Produced primarily in bronze, 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc, these coins were minted in vast numbers. Yet the story of each surviving piece, particularly those that endured in circulation for decades, represents a silent witness to America's changing social and economic landscape. The 1963 D. Lincoln Memorial 1 cent showcases the enduring design artistry of Victor David Brenner on the obverse, with his iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. The inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1963 frame the image, while the small D mint mark rests proudly beneath the year, identifying its Denver origin. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, features the stately Lincoln Memorial, a powerful architectural tribute that echoes the values of leadership and justice. Though the memorial design would not appear until 1959, by 1963 it had become deeply symbolic, representing both strength and remembrance. Measuring 19.05 millimeters in diameter and weighing 3.11 grams, the coin's warm reddish-brown hue deepens over time, often turning to a rich chocolate tone, especially when exposed to years of handling and oxidation, giving older, darker specimens a truly historic aura. While millions of 1963 D cents were minted, finding examples that have survived in exceptional condition is increasingly challenging. Most coins were heavily circulated, exposed to dirt, moisture, and wear, leaving many deeply toned or corroded. Ironically, this most dirty and most old appearance has recently drawn attention from collectors who value natural patina and originality. A coin that has never been cleaned, with its natural dark copper skin intact, often commands more respect among purists than one artificially brightened. True rarities within this series include coins showing striking errors, such as double-die obverse varieties, off-center strikes, or die cracks, all of which can raise their market value significantly. Even a circulated example with a dramatic error can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and visual appeal of the anomaly. In today's active numismatic market, a 1963 D. Lincoln Memorial cent in exceptional condition or with a rare error variety can command impressive prices. Circulated coins typically range from just a few cents to a few dollars, depending on their toning and condition. However, pristine uncirculated or proof-like examples certified by grading authorities such as PCGS or NGC can sell for $1,000 to $8,000, especially when they exhibit vibrant red luster or notable die variations. Error coins with striking misprints, such as double die or repunched mint marks, can push values even higher, as they are highly sought after by collectors specializing in Lincoln cent anomalies. The market continues to appreciate such coins not only for their rarity, but for their role in representing America's industrial craftsmanship and enduring legacy. For collectors seeking to add the 1963 D Lincoln cent to their collection, attention to detail is everything. Prioritize coins that retain their original surfaces, even if darkened or aged. Avoid cleaning or polishing, as this drastically reduces their numismatic value. Look for distinct D mint marks and examine the date and lettering for doubling, die breaks, or other irregularities. When possible, purchase coins that have been authenticated and graded by reputable services. Store your coins in acid-free holders or mylar flips to prevent further oxidation. Engaging with collector communities, both online and in person, can also provide valuable insight into identifying undervalued pieces and staying informed on market trends. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1963 D. Lincoln Memorial 1 cent holds emotional and historical weight. It reminds collectors of the spirit of an America that was both hopeful and enduring, an era defined by visionaries like Lincoln and the promise of unity. Each coin, whether shiny and red or dark and aged, carries the fingerprints of countless hands and the stories of generations. The powerful presence of this small coin lies in its silent testimony to resilience, its ability to endure through time, tarnish, and turmoil. This timeless symbol of American identity has transcended its face value, becoming a miniature monument to history itself. In the grand panorama of U.S. coinage, the 1963 D. Lincoln Memorial 1 cent remains a true hidden treasure, a masterpiece of copper that bridges artistry, history, and endurance. Whether in gleaming mint red or a heavily aged, dark-toned form, it captivates collectors with its authenticity and quiet dignity. Its legacy endures as a tangible link to America's mid-century era and as a prized collectible that continues to gain recognition in today's numismatic world. For enthusiasts and investors alike, this coin represents more than a cent. It is a piece of living history, a powerful reminder that even the smallest coins can carry the greatest stories and the deepest value. Next up to in the 1964, D. Lincoln Memorial cent stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after relic in the world of numismatics. Minted at the Denver Mint and bearing the iconic D mark, this coin has evolved from an everyday piece of pocket change into a prized treasure that captures the hearts of collectors and historians alike. What makes it so captivating is its connection to an era of transformation in American history, its enduring design, and its mysterious allure when found in very old, dirty, and worn condition. Even in its most aged and weathered form, the 1964 D cent carries a story, a symbol of resilience, heritage, and lasting value. For passionate collectors, it represents more than copper. It embodies history itself. The year 1964 marked a turning point for the United States, reflecting both cultural progress and numismatic transition. The Denver Mint, known for its massive output and precision, struck hundreds of millions of Lincoln Memorial cents that year, continuing the series that began in 1959, the year the memorial reverse replaced the original wheat ears design. Designed to honor the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln and the monument dedicated to him, the 1964 D cent became a quiet witness to the optimism and challenges of mid-20th century America. The nation was changing rapidly. The civil rights movement was reshaping the American conscience, and the coin itself became a tangible piece of that era's evolving identity. Each 1964 D cent minted in Denver connected citizens to Lincoln's enduring message of unity and equality. Visually, the 1964 D. Lincoln Memorial cent is both iconic and intricate. On the obverse, Victor David Brenner's timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln stands tall, symbolizing leadership and moral strength. His initials, VDB, subtly appear below Lincoln's shoulder, a tribute to his artistry. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the magnificent Lincoln Memorial in fine detail, where, under magnification, even the tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial can be seen. Struck in a copper alloy, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, the coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. The D, mint mark beneath the date distinguishes Denver's craftsmanship. Whether heavily circulated or brilliantly uncirculated, the 1964 D remains visually striking, its warm copper tone deepening beautifully with age and oxidation. While the 1964 D cent had a massive mintage, finding one in pristine, high-grade condition is an increasing challenge today. Most examples were heavily used in daily commerce, resulting in countless coins becoming worn, scratched, or darkened over time. However, coins that exhibit full red luster or near-perfect strikes, especially those free from marks, are now considered scarce and highly desirable. Even in dirty or old condition, collectors recognize their significance, as environmental toning can create unique, one-of-a-kind appearances. Rare varieties, such as double-die obverse or repunched mint marks, RPMs, further elevate their rarity and market demand. These varieties, combined with natural aging and originality, make certain 1964 D Lincoln cents exceptional finds. In today's active coin market, the 1964 D Lincoln Memorial cent can command surprising values, particularly for well-preserved examples or rare era varieties. While common circulated coins may fetch modest sums, uncirculated red gems, or those with strong doubling or RPM features can bring between $1,000 and $8,000, depending on certification and condition. Coins that retain deep red color or display full, crisp details often sell for premium prices at auction. Collectors are drawn to this issue not just for its beauty, but for its growing historical appeal and its increasing scarcity in high grade. Over the past decade, the 1964 D cent has shown steady appreciation, marking it as both a sentimental keepsake and a smart investment for future value. For those seeking to add this iconic cent to their collection, diligence and patience are key. Always prioritize coins graded by reputable organizations like PCGS or NGC, as these offer authentication and quality assurance. Pay close attention to details around the date and mint mark. Subtle varieties or doubling can dramatically increase a coin's worth. Handle coins by the edges only, using gloves when possible, and store them in airtight, acid-free holders to preserve their condition. Collectors are also encouraged to engage with online numismatic communities and local coin clubs, where experienced enthusiasts share valuable insights and updates on current market trends. What makes the 1964 D Lincoln Memorial cent truly remarkable is its emotional connection to America's heritage. It's not just a small copper disc, it's a testament to craftsmanship, leadership, and resilience. Every nick, scratch, and patina tells a story of time and touch. Collectors often find themselves mesmerized by its simple yet powerful design, its symbol of unity through Lincoln's image, and the sense of nostalgia it evokes. It serves as a bridge between the early Lincoln cents of the Wheat series and the modern coins of today, securing its place as an essential link in numismatic history. The 1964 D Lincoln Memorial cent carries a deep and symbolic message that resonates with collectors and historians alike. Abraham Lincoln, immortalized on the obverse, represents courage, unity, and the pursuit of equality, values that continue to define the American spirit. The reverse, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, is not just architectural artistry, but also a metaphor for national strength and endurance. Within the memorial's columns lies the tiny, detailed statue of Lincoln himself, a hidden gem that many never notice without magnification. This subtle artistic inclusion transformed the coin from mere currency into a miniature monument, reminding Americans of the ideals Lincoln stood for. The design's longevity, remaining unchanged for 5 decades, testifies to its timeless impact on U.S. coinage. Interestingly, collectors often find great fascination in older, dark, and well-worn 1964 D cents, particularly those that have naturally aged over the decades. A coin that has survived circulation for more than half a century carries a sense of mystery and authenticity. The dark toning, spots, and rough texture on its surface become visual proof of its journey through time, from one hand to another, through changing eras of American life. Some numismatists even prefer such aged examples, seeing them as historical storytellers rather than simply worn pieces of copper. When properly cleaned and preserved without damaging the patina, these coins can still command impressive attention and value, especially when their markings remain visible and intact. They are symbols of endurance, reminders that even the smallest coins can hold immeasurable significance. In recent years, the 1964 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent has experienced a remarkable resurgence in popularity among new generations of collectors. With growing appreciation for mid-20th century American coins, enthusiasts have turned their attention to the early memorial cents as historic bridges between the wheat ear designs of the past and the Lincoln shield designs of the present. Online communities and numismatic forums have amplified awareness about varieties and errors, particularly those unique to the Denver Mint. Coins displaying strong strikes, rich red coloration, or special minting anomalies are seeing sharp increases in demand at auctions and collector shows. This renewed excitement has turned the 1964 D from an overlooked penny into a coin of cultural nostalgia, a tangible relic that continues to gain both emotional and monetary value. Looking forward, the 1964 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent is expected to maintain, and even increase, its prominence in the numismatic market. As the number of high-grade examples continues to shrink due to age, environmental exposure, and mishandling, surviving coins in exceptional condition are likely to become even more prized. Collectors and investors alike view these cents as stable, long-term assets, affordable yet historically rich treasures with growing potential. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln, its transitional place in American coin history, and its craftsmanship by the Denver Mint all contribute to its lasting legacy. Whether displayed in a collector's showcase or preserved as a family heirloom, this coin story is far from over. It stands as a timeless testament to America's enduring ideals and the everlasting fascination of numismatics, a small copper miracle that continues to shine through the passage of time. In